Hey guys, it's Kim here. Sorry if you hear something in the background, it's just a movie I'm watching on TV. I just wanted to come on today and just talk about something that's really been bothering me. And I guess you guys can say this is like kind of like a tea talk. I tend to do a lot of these on my channel recently because they're just easier to talk honestly and personally about. So anyways, I talked about a relationship with my uncle because he's been in a lot of my videos, or I've talked about him a lot in some of my videos, and had comments on like if I could do a video about my relationship with him, and it was just that we sounded so close and everything. Anyways. And so my uncle's been living with us since last July, so it was the year July 1st, and I have actually been struggling with it. Like, I'm not allowed to say why he's living with us and what happened that he's living with us. That's his personal business. All I'm going to talk about is how it's affected me and how this situation right here has affected me. And like I'm going to say, I battle and I deal with anxiety, and I deal with depression. I battle with it as well. And I've battled with it for years. So, and of course I'm sitting on my couch upstairs. There are things that I'm not proud about in my life particularly, and I did kind of address it in my relationships video, like new or old relationships versus new relationships. That video, I kind of addressed it, just my situation of my problems and why I ended up with depression and anxiety. My anxiety came from something that I'm not ready to open up on my YouTube channel yet about. When I'm ready, I will, but so far, right now, this video is just strictly about my feelings right now. And I have to admit, like, I'm 26 years old. Of course, I don't want to still be living at with my parents. But when you have an ex-boyfriend that made you quit a great job, you applied to go to school for that job, and he made you quit because he didn't trust you living at home saving money. And then he wanted you to pay all of his bills. So, like, it's not easy when someone owes you so much money that could have helped you get either out of debt or helped you get your own place. So it's just like my situation wasn't the greatest. I'm not perfect. I'm the one that made the decisions I made. But anyways, where I'm going with this is that since my uncle's been living with us, he's been kind of like not really helping out around the house. Like, he waters the grass and cuts the grass, but like that's about it. When now I'm a vegan, so I only worry about what I'm cooking for myself. I don't cook for I cook for my parents. Like, I'll cook the meat and everything, but I'll still cook like my veggie burgers or steamed vegetables or something that I want to have. Oh, sorry. So, like, my uncle was never the type to take out something to eat, and he never made supper. He always went and bought it if my parents were gone away. So I gained all my weight that I lost for my holiday in January, I gained it all back. And I think that's one of the main reasons. One of the main reasons I went vegan, because I wanted to lose, like, I have 33 pounds to lose. I was almost weighing 119 pounds in February. So, oh, I did not want to cry in this video, but I guess it's just showing my emotions. And being vegan, at the beginning, I follow lots of people that are vegans, and they say that their emotions and their hormones for the first little bit, they're kind of out of whack. So maybe that's why I'm feeling so emotional and everything. But anyways, I've wanted to lose my weight for like so long, and the fact that I was really close to losing it was the best feeling. But now the fact that I've gained it all back, I would say I probably gained it all back in like March, April maybe, slowly. So I'm not very happy about that, as you guys can see. So I guess the one other thing is why I went vegan is because I just wanted to have a healthier lifestyle and just focus on me and not have to worry about cooking for others. Like, I don't mind cooking for my parents, don't get me wrong. I loved cooking for them. I still do. Nothing's changed. I just cook what I need to cook for myself, and I cook them what they need. As far as my uncle, I don't really worry about him. And I guess the fact is, like, I live in my parents' basement of their new house, and my responsibility is to clean the stairs of the stairs to the basement, and then the basement is my whole responsibility. Ever since we moved in, and when my mom started staying up at the lake, I told her I would clean the upstairs when I would clean the basement. Anyways, my mom just said, no, worry about the basement, and your uncle can clean the upstairs. So I would leave it, and he wouldn't clean it. He wouldn't even empty out the dishwasher, and I would come home from work, and I would have to empty it, and then he would help me while I was doing it. Like, to me, it's frustrating. Like, I know I only work part-time, but I am up at 4:30 in the morning, and I have a 40 to 45 minute drive to where I work, and I come home and the dishwasher has probably been ready to be emptied all day, and he's the only one home, and he can't do that even once. He waits till someone comes home to do it, to start it, and then he comes to help. Like, I'm just to the point, I'm just so frustrated, and sometimes I blame myself because I'm kind of like my brother. I don't really like to confront people about it because I don't want to come off as like rude or defensive or disrespectful like my family has always made me feel like I was always the problem child, as my grandma would put. And I think that's where most of my depression came from. It's hard to find acceptance in your family when all they do is remember your mistakes. And even though you learn from them, you still can't get past that. Oh, they're just gonna bring them up again the next time you see them. And that's exactly what my grandma does. Like, my grandma blames me for everything. My uncle blames me for everything. Like, if my uncle leaves the blinds down, he'll go to my mom and say, oh, Kim leaves them down, or Kim turns off the air conditioner. If it's just me at home and I'm perfectly comfortable, I'll leave on the air conditioner, or else if I'm cold, I turn it off for a little bit. Because I get cold so easily. I don't get the greatest circulation to my feet or my hands. They're always cold. But the thing is, I'm just sick of my grandma and my uncle comparing me to my uncle. Like, my uncle compares me to him, and he's like 54 or 55. He's 2 or 3 years younger than my mom. And it's just so hard to be like this niece or granddaughter that'll just take it. Like, I'm sorry, but all my life my grandma has told me I was the problem child. I was always the one that caused trouble or started fights or anything. I was the youngest on my mom's side for the grandchildren. And yet, me and my cousin were only, one of my cousins, like my uncle's youngest, were only 5 months apart. So, it's hard to, like, look at my family and be like, okay, I made my choices, I've made my mistakes, I've learned from them, I've changed my life to be a better person. And yet I still get called the problem child, the one that has always lied or whatever. Like, yeah, I used to lie growing up because I was always accused of stuff. So it was just like, lying was my coping. And I'm not saying that anything I tell you guys is like, none of my videos are lies. They're all the truth. And, you know, if for videos I talk about my uncle, the truth is, I can't say what he did. I can't say his mistake. It's him. It's his mistake. Whatever he did, it's his. I owned up to my mistakes. And I'm happy my parents forgave me for all of them. But it's like, always having to prove that you're not the same person that you were when you were in your early 20s or when you were a teenager. It's like you're always trying to prove that you're not that person, and it's just like, when does it end? Or you're trying to be happy, you're trying to do a lot of things. I don't want to cry through this video, but it's like, it's not the easiest to talk about, and I guess on my channel I show you guys the real me, and I do a lot of talks. I really haven't did any like makeup routines lately. I haven't did like a get ready with me for a while. I've been doing a lot of these talks, and it seems like I get more comments on these kind of talks than on my others, so I might just make this just a story channel, like an honest truth story channel all about me. I don't know yet. I may just keep it how it is. But it seems like I get more comments on ones that I actually sit and talk to you guys about. And, you know, I'm happy for how I am just starting out. And I've gotten so many nice comments on a lot of my videos. And I thank you guys so much. And I know I kind of went off topic a little bit, but I had to give you guys a little bit of a background of how I feel and what it's did to me and what my mistakes have did to me and how it all contributed to me wanting to be better, but just stop being compared to my uncle. And like my mom and my dad don't compare me to my uncle. It's my uncle and my grandma that compare me to my uncle. So the uncle that I'm being compared to is the uncle that lives with us and the uncle that compares me to him. I know that's confusing. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video because I don't know when he's gonna walk in through the door because he took off. I have no idea where he went. He's being very secretive again. So, anyways, I'm just going to stop this video right here because I don't know if my cousins watch my YouTube channel. I'm not sure. It gets to be where I need to like kind of dial back and not talk so much about this. But it does affect me in a way. So, anyways, I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.